Christ is king. Christ is king. Christ is king. Holy hell! Christ is king.
What's up, guys? Boy Benny. Civil War. It's very much a buzzword these days. Tim Pool says it a lot. There's a movie out called Civil War, and there's also a civil war going on in conservative media, specifically at the Daily Wire, where multiple members of the staff are in open revolt, and multiple big-time personalities have been fired from the Daily Wire. Candace Owens, of course, being the one of major note. Candace Owens has said that I've been fired because I haven't been allowed to speak freely. Candace Owens says that she's been fired because she said Christ is king, and because of other disagreements and foreign policy at the Daily Wire. Candace Owens says, "You have no idea. When I truly speak out about everything I have endured, the entire world will be positively shocked. It is so far beyond the realm of sanity." She is saying that, obviously, in response to people noticing that they said Candace Owens was fired for liking a tweet. You can get fired for liking a tweet. Yeah, okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, let's see how it plays out. And it is playing out in a rather ugly fashion, and there are a lot of people getting involved. This is comedian Andrew Schulz. I really like Andrew Schulz's comedy. Andrew Schulz says that Ben Shapiro and Candace Owens should debate, and that Ben Shapiro doesn't win debates when it's on a level playing field. Here's what he has to say.
She's not afraid of nobody. She will say whatever the she wants to say. She will debate any single person. She'll go out there and do it, right? Ben Shapiro is debating college kids.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest, right? It's like anytime he debates somebody who's like worthy, he either gets washed or bare minimum stalemate. I've never seen him actually win a debate against somebody who's like educated in the matter.
So this would be a very, very interesting debate. The reason why is twofold. One, obviously, Candace Owens is demanding that debate. Candace Owens saying in response to that clip, "I would like to debate Ben Shapiro on Israel and the current definition of anti-Semitism. Can somebody make that happen?" Also, because Ben Shapiro has publicly roasted Candace Owens, bashed Candace Owens, calling her a pseudo-intellectual.
And then the question was about Candace Owens. I think her behavior during this has been disgraceful. Without a doubt. Absolutely disgraceful. I think that her faux sophistication on these particular issues has been ridiculous. It's not faux sophistication, it's ridiculous. Everybody can see the moves that she's making and the things that she's saying, and I find them disreputable.
I find them disreputable. Now, I have no idea if Ben Shapiro thought he was being filmed in this moment. I don't know. I'm not sure. But what he's saying there, in a public, he's saying it through a microphone, and like a very, very public, it's surrounded by people, right? So you have to assume that you're being recorded. You know, he's saying there's a message to Candace Owens, saying she's not sophisticated, and she doesn't know what she's talking about. And so the best way to prove that is to debate her, right? Candace Owens' response to this is, "I have no fear of losing my job. I only fear God."
I am team God. Okay? I'm team God. I do not fear the media. I do not fear journalists. I do not fear AIPAC. I don't fear Big Pharma. What I actually fear is God. I think that one day we are all going to have to account for the things that we have done and the things that we have said. And I want to make sure that I am not a person that is parroting lies. The fear of losing your job, encouraging some people to spit out lies, I don't think that works in the end.
So Candace Owens was fired like almost immediately after this monologue on her program. She says, "I don't fear losing my job," and then she gets fired, right? Now, Candace Owens asked for a debate, and Candace Owens went back and forth with Ben Shapiro and Jeremy Boring on like a 40 different tweet thread. But this is where we ended up, okay? With Jeremy Boring saying, "We will make this debate happen." Jeremy Boring is the CEO of the Daily Wire, co-founder of the Daily Wire. And so he has obviously the power to make this happen. I don't know your international travel schedule, Candace. Candace was saying she can't debate because she's out of the country. You asked for a debate. Ben agreed to a debate. You don't want it to be at a Daily Wire channel? Fine. We'll live stream it. You don't want it to shoot at the Daily Wire studios? Fine. We'll rent a studio. You don't want Daily Wire crew? Fine. We'll hire a local crew. You don't want Daily Wire to pay for it? Fine. You're rich. You can pay for it. You don't want to do it on Monday? Fine. Let us know how long you need to prepare. We will not agree to a moderator, no third party to put their finger on the scale. It'll just be one-on-one with Ben Shapiro. The rest is just noise. Hey, the entire internet, including me, who knows both parties here, was like, good. This will be good for the movement. This will be good. Maybe they'll come to an agreement. Maybe they won't. But at least it'll be less like sniping from the sidelines, which I think doesn't think helps anyone. People standing up and making commentary at parties and stuff like that. It doesn't help the movement. It hurts the movement. And so this was good. Yes, please, let's let that debate happen. Boy, was I ready. We had already popped popcorn at our show. Now, seconds ago, this news broke, and it sends the entire thing in a tailspin. Exclusive, the Daily Wire publicly negotiated a debate with Candace Owens. It secretly sought, and has now obtained, a gag order against her. Oh no, what is this? Why can't we have nice things? Daily Wire publicly negotiated a debate with Candace Owens, got a gag order, so they've gotten a gag order against Candace. Due to a prior restraint order against Owens, the much-anticipated Israel debate with Ben Shapiro appears to be off. Here we go. Candace Owens publicly invited her former Daily Wire colleague Ben Shapiro to debate about Israel and current definition of anti-Semitism. It was Owens' criticism of the U.S. financing of Israel and her criticisms of Israel's war in Gaza that caused her departure from the Daily Wire 2 weeks earlier. Shapiro and Daily Wire CEO Jeremy Boring both responded saying that they are going to arrange a debate, and they all agreed. Candace Owens said that these terms are awesome, let's do it. After Owens objected to the format and timing, Boring exchanged several tweets. I just showed you those, and they publicly accepted. Candace Owens publicly accepted, Jeremy Boring publicly accepted, and we were going to get what we wanted. 2 weeks later, many readers of both Shapiro and Owens noticed and complained that the debate had not happened. On April 24th, Owens addressed those inquiries by explaining that the Daily Wire had yet to propose dates while reiterating her strong desire to debate. But the debate was never going to happen because the Daily Wire, in secret and unbeknownst to its readers, sought a gag order be placed on Owens after she had called for the debates. They did this under the cover of secrecy before a private arbiter at exactly the same time they were claiming in public that they wanted a debate and negotiating terms with her. To this date, the Daily Wire has not informed its readers, seeking to understand why the much-anticipated debate had not happened, sought to obtain gag order against Owens. Seeking a gag order be imposed on Owens, the Daily Wire accused her of violating a non-disparagement clause for agreement in the company. Too substantive, this accusation, the company specifically cited Owens' initial tweet requesting a debate with Shapiro as proof of disparagement, along with concerns that she voiced that Shapiro appeared to be violating the confidentiality agreement, publicly maligning Owens' views, explained her departure of the company. While the company claimed before the arbiter that it did not object to the principles of a healthy debate, it urged the imposition of a gag order on Owens by claiming the way that she requested the debate constituted disparagement, and Shapiro on the site. Now, of course, we have that request for you right here. This is the debate request. I would like to debate Ben Shapiro on Israel and current definition of anti-Semitism. Can somebody please make that happen? This is the request. So apparently they're saying that that's disparaging. To justify the gag order it wanted, the company also cited various criticisms of the Daily Wire and Shapiro on X, and that she had liked. The proceeding took place as part of an exchange. Legal threats between the two parties and public agreement to the debate in Israel was solidified. Those threats arose from the fact that various Daily Wire executives and hosts in both public and private were castigating Owens as an anti-Semite. On March 22nd, Daily Wire host Andrew Klavan hurled multiple accusations at Owens. It was a very, very ugly look. Very ugly. I won't even play the video. So, anyway, after the prior restraint hearing sought by the Daily Wire and Shapiro, the arbiter sided with them against Owens. The arbiter agreed with the Daily Wire that Owens' call to debate Shapiro and her follow-up negotiation of the debate constituted disparagement of the company and Shapiro. The company argued that any further attempt by Owens to debate, as well as to suggest the debate, would expose the Daily Wire to real priorities, constituted criticism of the site and of Shapiro. Criticism of the arbiter concluded Owens was barred from expressing under her contract with the company. The arbiter imposed a gag order of prior restraint on Owens, along with other things, and the order banned Owens from saying or doing anything in the future which could tarnish or harm the reputation of the Daily Wire or Ben Shapiro, given that the Daily Wire had argued that the arbiter agreed that Owens' offers to debate Shapiro is about Israel and anti-Semitism. They themselves were disparaging the Daily Wire. So turns out the debate ain't going to happen. When asked for comment, Owens said, "I wish I could comment on this, but I can't. I can either confirm or deny." And Jeremy Boring said, "Your story is inaccurate to the point of being false," although he did not specify a single inaccuracy, nor did he deny that the Daily Wire had sought and obtained a gag order. So this is Glenn Greenwald's site. We really like Glenn Greenwald a lot. Is this being covered elsewhere? Yes, it is. Daily Wire obtains gag order against Candace Owens despite Ben Shapiro wanting debate, according to reports by Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist Glenn Greenwald. So, ladies and gentlemen, it sounds like this debate is not going to happen. It sounds like the two of them will not be meeting. And it is unfortunate, again, because I really wanted this debate. I think it's a very important thing to have in the country. You know, many people are obviously like very upset about this. Many people are saying that this is double standards, that this is an attack on free speech. This is, again, making some pretty major news. Would Ben Shapiro and Jeremy Boring engage in back and forth with Candace Owens while secretly trying to silence her? If they hadn't responded to her, then seeking a gag order would have been reasonable in my opinion, but publicly engaging in the debate negotiations, knowing it was never going to happen, was kabuki theater. Candace Owens has said free speech is a fundamental right. Candace Owens has also encouraged Trump to violate his gag order. Will Candace Owens do the same? I'm not sure. I don't know. I do know this, that the Daily Wire apparently has been disparaging Candace Owens behind the scenes. Candace has said this, that somebody from the Daily Wire is attempting to slander and smear her, and that according to other allegations, members of the Daily Wire, employees of the Daily Wire, were fired for saying Christ is king, which of course is the fundamental core tenet of the Christian faith, which is very, very odd. Candace Owens, of course, saying Christ is king many times, and responding to Ben Shapiro by saying Christ is king in other Twitter exchanges. So what is to be made of all of this? My take is the criticism against the Daily Wire in firing Candace Owens is that they weren't for free speech, and that the Daily Wire itself is like a free speech company, and they should be okay with free speech, right? Like, it's really hard when you fire Tucker Carlson, you're Fox News, and you say like you're the unashamed, raw, like true voice of the American people, and then you fire Tucker Carlson, who speaks for all of us. Everyone loves Tucker. They fired Bongino. They fired Steve Hilton. It's very hard to say like you're for free speech and you're for like Fox News, right? Your voice. It's like the Fox News tagline when you're firing all the people who represent our voice. The criticism of the Daily Wire and all this is that they're silencing Candace Owens. And this story that is being shared broadly and written up everywhere is quite literally them silencing Candace Owens. I mean, like, legally silencing Candace Owens. All right? You violate these big contracts. If they're written in a certain way, then you are in trouble. You're going to get big fines and penalties, and you're going to cost yourself a fortune, right? And so they are literally silencing Candace Owens, if Glenn Greenwald's report is true. So I guess we're just going to have to see, will this spill over into more in the public? I'm not sure. We'll be watching. But here's the one thing that I know is extremely sad about all of this, is that we won't get this debate. And it's really sad because this is a good debate to have. It's great when people come together, left, right, whatever, like right, doesn't matter. You know, presumably Ben Shapiro and Candace Owens are on the same political side, right? You'd assume. And they can come over and like have, like, instead of sniping at each other or like shade war bull, they can actually like have a conversation. They can meet in the middle. You can agree to disagree. You can be civilized about it. I was really looking forward to this debate. Like, truly. And I know everyone debating. Like, I know all sides. And I thought it would be healthy for the country and for the movement. I want to see Tucker Carlson booked back on Fox News. I think that would be healthy for the movement. But it looks like we will never see that. The Daily Wire has problems. If the reporting bears out and this all is true, then the criticism of the Daily Wire silencing Candace Owens will be validated entirely. And so, again, interesting times. Civil war. Mommy and daddy are fighting. It's your boy Benny. At least we'll give you the straight dish, okay? And let you know what's up. We're not at civil war, at least not with you. We want you to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Stay updated. See ya.